Daisy, the diesel rail car, loves taking passengers up and down Thomas's branch line. She also takes the milk down to the dairy, but she never minds doing that job. One day, Daisy was waiting at Elsbridge Station. She was a guaranteed connection to Gordon's Express, but Gordon hadn't arrived. Daisy was puzzled. An express engine like Gordon is never this late, she thought. At last, Gordon arrived. He was really cross. What's the matter, Gordon? Asked Daisy. Are you in one of your funny moods? Well, I'm in a bad mood, and it's not funny, groaned Gordon. I got delayed at TMS station because a signal on the gantry was stuck, and I had to wait for an engineer to come and fix it. And on top of that, I got this grumpy old passenger blaming me for being late. He even had the cheek to say I'm not doing my job properly. Daisy watched as Gordon's passengers climbed aboard her. Well, I'm sure the passengers will enjoy my journey to Farquhar, she said. Soon Daisy rolled cheerfully along the branch line. Everything was going smoothly, until then her brakes locked on. Oh! What's happening? She cried as they stopped. The driver went to look. He came back to the cab. One of our passengers is sick, he told Daisy. We have to stop at the next station and wait for an ambulance to arrive. So they did. But it took a long time before the ambulance arrived. By the time Daisy reached Farquhar, she was very late indeed. You are late, you miserable engine, scolded the grumpy passenger. I'm sorry, said Daisy, but there was a sick passenger on board. Pooh! Who cares about that sick passenger? He should have thought before he got on. I expect you to be on time. And the grumpy passenger walked away. How rude, huffed Daisy. Later that evening, Daisy was coupled up to the milk tanker and rolled away. The grumpy passengers was on board. Daisy was determined to be on time with no delays. Then Daisy saw some workmen working on the line. Oh, bother, she groaned. If I go slowly, that passenger will be very angry indeed. So Daisy didn't slow down. The workmen were very cross. When Daisy arrived at Elsbridge, she was very pleased with herself, and so were her passengers, except one. You should know better about diesel rail cars. Do not pull wagons, he snapped. Daisy was upset. The next morning when Daisy arrived at Elsbridge, the grumpy passengers wasn't on the platform. Laura and Lorna pulled in. Hello, Daisy, hooted Laura. Is it time you were setting off? Asked Lorna. I will, said Daisy, but that grumpy passenger is going to complain if he misses train. Come on, Daisy, said her driver. We have to go. Time and the fat controller wait for no man. Just then, the grumpy passenger had slept through his alarm clock and was running late. Daisy waited as he jumped in. Daisy was glad that he wasn't grumpy anymore. But the other passengers were cross. Now they were running late. So Daisy set off with a roar. Daisy was trying to make up for lost time, but she came across the workmen again, and she still didn't slow down. The workmen were more crosser than ever. When Daisy arrived at Farquhar, the Fat Controller was waiting for her. "Daisy," he boomed, "why were you going so fast on the rail works? You know engines must go slowly when there's work on the line."
"I'm sorry, sir," sighed Daisy, "but it was all because of that grumpy passenger. He demanded me to be on time after being delayed by the sick passengers yesterday."
"Daisy, I know that man before, when he spilt his soup on Golden's Express," said the Fat Controller. "He's always grumpy and blamed the other engines when his train are late. But he should never have ordered you so selfishly. You must do your best to ignore that man and carry on with your jobs properly." Daisy knew the Fat Controller was right.
"Yes, sir,"
she said wisely. Later that day, Daisy took her passengers and the milk tanker back to Elsbridge. She came to the railworks again, and this time she went slowly and carefully. At Elsbridge, the grumpy passenger was annoyed. "Late again, you silly diesel rail car," he demanded.
"I don't care what you call me," cried Daisy. "All I care about is looking after my passengers. If one of them is sick, they have to be looked after until help arrives."
The grumpy passengers just walked away. Laura and Lana heard everything.
"Well done, Daisy,"
they hooted.
"You've taught that passenger well."
"I know," smiled Daisy.
"If his train is late, then it's tough luck."